Hello everyone, this is Natoya BDI79 and I wanted to share with you a quick project. I have a cousin that is also pregnant and she is having a little girl, and her mom wanted me to do some projects, so I also did some favor boxes, and she wanted me to do a canvas for her for the hospital door and for it to be hung in the baby's room as well. So here is the actual shower, baby shower favor bag, and I used my Eclipse to cut this out, and I used this is the Album Bags and Boxes #2 cartridge, and as you can see that it has the bag with the little crown on top as the handle. And what I did was I used some pink shimmer cardstock that I had and cut out the crown to go on top of the bag. The bag itself is a polka dot, and I used some green as the crown, and I used one of my little stamps that I bought from Tuesday Mornings, and I stamped out the little diva in it. So that, and also went around on each circle and colored in the circles with the Stardust Glimmer pen. Okay, and this is a canvas. This one is a 16 by 20, I think. I think that's what it is, but it's a fairly large canvas, and what I did was I painted it pink, white, and brown, which are the colors in her shower. And I took some flat lace that I had in my stash and layered at the seam of the white, and I went over it with some of this I think it's the Guy lace or something like that on top of it, and I went over it with some pink pearl beads. I don't know if you can see that, but it is right there. And I actually did a little of distressing on the canvas as well. I used my Tim Holtz the large flourish mask, and I sprayed some several different types of mist. I used the pink one, which is the Evanescent red, and I used some green. I used Peach Delight from Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. I used pink, Viva Pink Glimmer Mist. I used quite a bit of glimmer mist, and I took some out and dabbed it on there to create the splotches, which gave it a great antique and vintage feel. I also did some faux stain, like colored stain on the corners. As you can see, I did a half circle there, and what I used was a TP roll, and I just used the edge of that. And as you can see here, I did 2 of them, and it was kind of dark, so what I did was sprayed it with some water, and I got while it was still wet, because once it dries it's kind of hard. While it was still wet, I sprayed it with some water, and I kind of like dabbed it and dried it at the same time. As you can see, there is some gold accents on the sides. I did that with the gold rub and buff. And at the bottom, I did my own little scroll work or flourish work. I also used my La Blanche stamps, the one with the swirls, and I did my own little swirls with the Martha Stewart Pearl White paint. Here I cut out the name Miracle, which is going to be the name of the baby. I used some of the same paper from the that I used with the shower bags, and I layer with some white on top with some regular heavyweight cardstock, and I used the Tim Holtz Vintage Shabby cardstock here and cut out the word Miracle, the name Miracle. And with this I did, these are some flowers that I had in my stash from earlier this year, and I decided to use the flowers. And I got these from Walmart. I used some of my little stash netting that I had, mesh netting. And I did somewhat like a yo-yo flower here, and I layered with one of my crocheted flowers, and I put a bead here in the center with burlap, as a thread. And also here I used some of my little beads, or not crystal, but they're plastic acrylic bead there. And here I use another one of my a couple more of my crochet flowers that I laid on top of each other, and I put a brown button in the center, and I used some of this jute rope. And here's another one of those acrylic gems. And here here's one of my handmade bead sprays. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark, but I'll just pick this up and do it this way. As you can see, that there is my bead spray that I made, and as you can see that I used pink, brown, a little bit of gold, and I used silver wire, and these are one of the antique iridescent opals pieces here that I just attached. I also used some of the my I Am Roses skeletal leaves. I used 2 here and 1 up there, and I also put some bead there. Now, as far as the other side goes, I did this, which I used one of the roses that I got from Walmart, and I actually took 2 layers of the bottom part of a rose and put another type of flower in the center of it, and this is what I came up with. And I actually glimmer misted all of the flowers and the leaves. And here I did some more layering of my crochet flowers, and I put a brown button in the center of that one. And on the leaves here I used, I watered down some pink paint and brushed it on top of the leaves. And here I did brown satin ribbon and tied it into a bow and stuck it there. And I used one of these vintage beads that I had from my stash that I bought from Tuesday morning. And here is a sticker piece that I hot glued down. I got this from, I think it was pink, glitter pink something. But I'll show it later. But anyways, I used this and I just glued it there, and it says, pretty, pleasing, or attractive in a graceful or delicate way. And I thought that was fitting for a little girl. And here I used, for the fan, I created a fan there. I used 2 pieces of leftover paper from the same paper stack as that, and I glued it together, made it into a fan. And I did some more of that flourish stamping with the LeBlanc stamp in pink and brown, and I went over the edges with the decorative scissors from I think that's X-Acto, I'm not sure. And over here I have some more of my crocheted flowers, and then this one I put a pearl bead, and I did another one of those acrylic beads. But I really do like the way that it turned out, and I hope my cousin is going to like it as well as her mother. And I haven't showed either one of them a picture of it because I really wanted to be a surprise. I did send a picture of the favor, and she likes it, so I just want it to be a surprise for the canvas. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing a shower, I mean not a shower, but a diaper cake. They hadn't told me that I need to make one or should make one, so I'm just waiting to hear back from them to see if they need me to make a diaper cake. So, but that is it, guys. If you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to hit me up and I will get back with you as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a great night. Bye.